South Korea is preparing to repatriate more remains of Chinese soldiers killed during the Korean War. It's the third time Seoul has worked directly with Beijing. CCTV's Jung reports.
Remains of 36 Chinese soldiers were placed in coffins on Monday, ready to be sent home this week. These soldiers were killed during the 1950 to 1953 Korean War while fighting alongside the DPRK, a war that ended in an armistice and not a peace treaty.
Regarding preparation works, we inspected the remains and relics at the site, and we will have the coffin rites today and hold the handover ceremony on the 31st of March.
Chinese soldier remains excavated in South Korean territory were previously returned to China 5 times through the truce village of Pyongyang. But in 2000, the DPRK refused to transfer the remains to China as part of its efforts to nullify the ceasefire agreement. So China was blocked off from receiving its own soldiers' remains.
But back in 2013, President Park Geun-hye offered a gesture of goodwill to return them directly to China. Beijing welcomed the offer, and more than 500 have been repatriated since, a sign of warming ties between South Korea and China. The remains have been buried in Paju, just a few miles south of the inter-Korea border, at a site referred to as the enemy cemetery. To honor the Geneva Convention, South Korea excavated and kept the remains of these fallen soldiers whom they had fought against during the Korean War. It is unclear how many Chinese soldiers died while fighting in the Korean War, but at least 1 million are estimated to have been involved. The fallen soldiers will finally return to China on Thursday for a permanent burial at a state cemetery in Shenyang after 6 long decades of waiting, buried in foreign soil. Jung for CCTV, Seoul.